Westuhalmin Freyon and welcome to another video. Well, the review of Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show episode 5 is here, and this one has taken me slightly longer because I just really didn't feel like talking about this pile of donkey manure. I finished watching the episode and I felt drained. Once again, in the middle of the episode, I was checking the time when the episode will be over. However, I have to say that out of all the 5 of the episodes, this one had at least 3 little short scenes that had potential. But of course, this potential was absolutely wasted by the very bad writing. The very same problems are present here as they were present in the 4 previous parts or episodes, my dear friends. And that's the fact that it's badly written, very simply. The writers and the directors that have been hired to write this TV show, they have said publicly in interviews that they don't know much about the prequel trilogy. Some of them haven't even seen it. And I don't think that many of them have seen the original trilogy. They might have gathered a bit of a Wikipedia knowledge here and there. But of course, once again, this episode has great inconsistencies within the episode in connection with the other episodes and within the grander lore, the canon, the Disney canon itself. I stated in the previous reviews of the previous episodes that Disney is massively retconning and deconstructing their own canon. Of course, the biggest problem is that Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader should have never met in between the episodes 3 and 4. The other problem is that Obi-Wan Kenobi should have known from the get-go that Darth Vader was Anakin Skywalker. After all, he saw the footage in the Jedi Temple when Emperor Palpatine called him Lord Vader, and he watched him murder the younglings. And of course, this is another problem, and this carries on to this particular episode. But to start with the positives, of course, every Star Wars fan has wanted to see sparring sessions between Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker, training in their lightsaber skills, and actually Obi-Wan Kenobi teaching Anakin Skywalker the ways of the Jedi. We saw this here and there and quite extensively at times in the Clone Wars TV show, but there have been a lot of people who wanted to see that live action as performed by Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. We got that for 3 short scenes. It won't save anything. It's all, once again, it's this bait and switch. It's this here. Look, it's a bit of a nostalgia. Consume. You can't fool me, Disney. No, you will not fool me with anything anymore. Once again, I'm repeating that this is the last Star Wars made by Disney that I am willing to watch just so I can finish doing these reviews, and that's all. That's it. I'm done. Now, Obi-Wan, is he even there? That's one of the biggest problems. Is Obi-Wan even in the episode? I can remember Obi-Wan in this episode in the 3 short sparring sessions, and he was, of course, dressed and as if he was from around episode 2, as well as Hayden Christensen. And then I remember him in the Rebel base when they got stuck, and him saying, "Get her the ladder." Because, of course, they get to a Rebel base and they get trapped there because, and by the way, yes, this review will contain spoilers, because the door which releases the ship into the space, it gets stuck, so they can't open it and they need to open it, and but they need to shortcut some wires in like a very tiny room into which nobody will fit. But little Leia, of course, we are making this Leia and Reva show. So little Leia saves the day. It seems to me like Leia has lost many abilities between this show and episode 4. In episode 4, she was, of course, a brilliant protagonist, or one of the brilliant protagonists. But if she was mastering her skills from this TV show until episode 4, she would be a bloody genius and she wouldn't need anybody. She wouldn't even need saving in episode 4. So, of course, little Leia, get her the ladder. It's cringy, but we all knew from the beginning that Obi-Wan Kenobi was going to be turned into a little cuck, the same way Luke Skywalker was turned into a cuck in episode, 7, 8, 9, in the sequel trilogy. And it only is, being confirmed the more we watch of this abominable TV show. Now, where's Qui-Gon Jinn? Obi-Wan Kenobi is doing nothing of the things he should have been doing between episodes 3 and 4. He should have been looking after Luke Skywalker. He should have been hiding on Tatooine. He should have been mastering his skills in the Force, not as much as, mastering his skills with the lightsaber, because after all, he should have been hidden. But that, should not mean that he should have cut himself off the Force. He should have been learning how to communicate with the Force ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn, who was the first one to find the way back from, the Force. No, nothing. Out of all the 4 episodes, he, uttered his name, Qui-Gon's name, 2 or 3 times. Obi-Wan, I mean, Master Qui-Gon, are you there? Apparently not. Maybe, I suppose, that the TV show will end with a short, maybe cameo of Liam Neeson as a Force ghost, and every consumer who is satisfied with every bit of nostalgia Disney puts before your eyes will be, oh my god, I was looking forward to this my whole life. It's awesome, yeah. So no, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. He has already saved Leia, and now he is just there to support the main characters, because he is a supporting character in his own TV show. Of course, the protagonist is Reva, and the protagonist is Leia. Then, of course, the Grand Inquisitor. Yes, he did survive, and that's a very stupid thing, as some of you will be saying, but his breed, his race, has 2 stomachs. That's a very poor excuse. It's a very, very poor excuse. Humans have 2 kidneys, alright? If you stab me through one kidney with a lightsaber, leave me on a platform for several, hours, minutes, I will die. I have 2 lungs. People have 2 lungs, humans. If you stab a human through one lung with a lightsaber, that human will die. If humans had 2 stomachs and you stabbed them through their body with a lightsaber through one stomach, they would die. The same way Qui-Gon Jinn died in episode 1. When I was a kid, when somebody stabbed a character through the belly or through the chest with a bloody lightsaber, the character who got stabbed died. Such as Qui-Gon Jinn did. But no, here it means nothing. So the Grand Inquisitor was stabbed through his belly with a lightsaber. He survived. And apparently, Reva is going to survive as well from the same wound. And she's a human. She only has 1 stomach. How can you explain that? Because Darth Vader stabbed her through her stomach with a lightsaber. She's obviously going to survive. And one more thing. This is a little detail that I noticed. Out of the million of mistakes that were in the episode, do you remember the fight between Darth Vader and Reva? When Darth Vader took her lightsaber from her, he split the lightsaber in half. gave her one half and he kept the other. When he left, the lightsaber was lying next to Riva, whole, not being separated in two parts. So the writing is atrocious. The action scenes are atrocious. They couldn't have hired the same guy who did the choreography for episodes 1, 2, and 3, because obviously those lightsaber fight scenes were perfect. They were perfect in the prequel trilogy, and I don't think there's anybody who would argue about that. The fight between Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul in episode 1, and then, for example, the final fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin in episode 3, and between Emperor Palpatine and Yoda. These were perfect scenes. So these are those mistakes. Now, inconsistencies, once again. For example, what exactly are Vader's powers? It seems to me that they change every time it suits the writers. Now, this was really the first time in live action Star Wars when he was able to bloody hold a ship and take down a flying ship from the air, just using his force, rip a half of the ship and actually realize that there's nobody there and was just a decoy. That was a stupid scene. But of course, many people will be like, oh my god, this looked so badass. You will not fool me, Disney. Absolutely not. So, no, thank you very much indeed. This will not save anything. How many episodes are there left? Well, 1 or 2? I don't know. Well, let me know in the comments down below what you think. One more thing. I was so disgusted that I was looking for something else to watch right after I finished the atrocious Obi-Wan Kenobi episode. And I just stumbled upon the Visions. I've never seen the Visions, which is like a anime short episode, like 15 minutes of Star Wars content made by the Japanese people. And I saw about 3 episodes, and I loved the first one. And if they just gave the Star Wars, new Star Wars content to Japanese people, I think that could have been much better, because the first episode of the Star Wars Visions was perfect. It was a nod to Akira Kurosawa and his samurai films. It was black and white mostly, and it was perfect. The other episodes were meh, like the second one was awful. The one with the rock band and Jabba the Hutt, that was horrible. But then I saw the old man episode with the Japanese Qui-Gon Jinn and the African American Obi-Wan Kenobi character and the old Sith guy, and that was good. That was actually quite good as well. I like that too. So if you insist on consuming new Star Wars content made by Disney, just watch the Visions. You might enjoy it. But I do not recommend Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. It deconstructs the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi. It deconstructs the canon, both the Legends canon and Disney canon. It's very badly written. It's got inconsistencies within the individual episodes and between the episodes and within the entire canon. The characters are very badly written, and the only good actor right there no, not the only one. There are 2 good actors in the TV show. There's Ewan McGregor. There's the voice of James Earl Jones, because he is perfect, of course. Luckily, it's just the voice. Poor guy. I feel very sorry for every single actor who has to be involved in this atrocious TV show. But I love James Earl Jones, so it's always nice to hear his voice. But otherwise, I mean, no. The actors are like pieces of wood. Not very good actors at all, whatsoever. But I have to admit that it was quite pleasant to see Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. in those scenes. It was, yeah, it was pleasant, I have to admit that. But once again, no fooling me, Disney. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about this, and that will be all. Thank you very much for watching, and may the Force be with you.